Hey guys, in this series of videos, I'm going to be talking about different things that I do at the table to help my players get more immersed in the story of our Dungeons & Dragons campaigns. In this video, I'm going to be talking about using some simple wooden blocks in order to make the terrain come to life a little bit more. Everyone's seen that really high quality terrain, the really expensive stuff, you know, like Dwarven Forge and all that. It looks really nice. It makes the games look really realistic, as if the world is coming to life on the table in front of you. Unfortunately for most of us, we are poor, and we're playing Dungeons & Dragons because you don't need a whole lot of stuff to make the game happen. All you really need is a pencil, a piece of paper, and an open imagination, and your game will come to life. But for those of us that have been playing the game for a little while, we want to do something to enhance the play a little bit. Just, up the ante, make it a little bit nicer. And a few simple wooden painted blocks can make that happen for you. It's really simple. You just take some wooden blocks and you paint them, and then you can arrange them on the table however you want. It's basically this kind of reconstructible modular terrain that you can make do whatever you want. I have a big pile of different sized gray blocks. It can be either an old shrine or temple sort of thing. Maybe it's a cliffside, or maybe it's the entrance of a cave. The thing with using colored blocks is that you can stack them up however you want, and they can become anything. Because of the simple coloring and shape, your players' imaginations will fill in the gaps and make the scene come to life for themselves. It's really that simple. All you need is a few different size blocks, wooden blocks you can get at like Michael's or any other crafting store. Paint them some simple colors like this, and you can rearrange them to be pretty much any scene you can imagine in the game. And it really does add a lot. It adds a nice aesthetic to the game that kind of helps to tell the story a little bit better. Now, by no means do you need to have this in your game to be a good dungeon master. If you guys are cool playing Theater of the Mind, go for it. Have at it. But if you're looking for a relatively cheap way to enhance the immersion in your game, this is a really simple solution. I think pretty much all of those came in packs, like 10 or 15 for like $5 a piece, and that's a little expensive for wooden blocks. It was from a crafting store, but I mean, I think it's worth it. They definitely get good use, and my players have had a lot of fun with it. Just some simple wooden blocks. Maybe you print out some paper miniatures. I'll do another video talking about that later on. Maybe you get a couple of wooden spools and you paint them to look like columns. The beauty of it is, if you keep the color scheme simple, they can do a lot of different things. So I've got these little blocks that are painted gray. They represent like stone or bricks or stuff like that. And these blocks, they also look gray, but they're actually brown. That can be a tree, or maybe there's like a muddy cliff or something like that, a fallen tree trunk in the walkway. If you get some more blocks, or maybe these little round doorknob things, paint them green, and they can be bushes or tree leaves and things like that. The biggest thing is to keep the colors simple so that you can use them for as many things as possible. Because if you keep the colors simple and the designs simple, then it doesn't associate the block with a particular thing. These tree blocks are just brown. I was initially going to paint some like tree bark patterns on the sides, and that might have looked really nice, but I wanted to keep the color scheme simple so that it wouldn't only be able to be used as a tree branch. I wanted to be able to be used for other things. But yeah, that's it. This is a really inexpensive way to enhance the tabletop setting at your gaming table for game night. I know because of coronavirus, a lot of us aren't playing in person anyways, but for those of you that are playing with like your family or your safely isolated friends, this is a really good solution. Helps you, help you get into the game. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you like it, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Have a great night, and happy gaming.